so before we came, they were paying the abokis to carry it away. So we are spending more money on the money. We stopped that and we got those offcuts to become skirtings for over 10 units of housing.
Wow. I think that caught me. In fact, I started watching stuff like that. In fact, at that point, I realized that no matter how you want to have that finesse, be careful of your choice of tiles when you're tiling, so that you don't, by the time you start saying living room different, bedroom different, or living rooms for different houses different, particularly when you're doing multiple, you begin to just waste. Then I also realized from that conversation how you need to, from design the spaces to be the tile. So if it is 600 square meters, make sure you do 3.2 meters by whatever else you're doing, because that offcut, you don't realize when you are building one house for one guy is okay. When you are building multiple, you realize that you're going to cut that tile. So if you're doing a step, there's that part that you might just cut off and you just keep cutting it off, So that was one conversation. I know I never stopped speaking about it after that.
It's amazing what data can do. And, sometimes because in Africa we're still fighting survival, we think data is a luxury. We think, talking about data, but the truth is the amount of waste, the amount of savings, the amount of strategy, you just talked about how you're even designing, that can come out of just looking at what you do. Especially at scale where 2% is significant. So if you're doing projects worth 100 billion, for example,
that 2% is like
that's a whole nother project for somebody else.
Yes, very true.
That's more housing. That's changing the game. A lot of people think real estate is just land and buildings. No, real estate is community, is culture, is lifestyle. The guy who controls the real estate, he controls the future.
Yes, it does.
He controls how we interact with ourselves. It's bigger. And so for me, I thought about it and I said, hey,